So we're about an hour and 15 minutes away from the September 4th Nintendo Direct. So if we're still recording by that point, I'm gonna be having it open on the side, audio off of course, just to react to things in real time, so look forward to that.
Yay! I'm actually looking forward to that because I never watch any of those things. I just kind of get the cliff notes after, so you'll be able to inform me. Also, there may be a doorbell during this recording that you'll probably want to edit out if it ends up getting picked up by the microphone, just because you don't want to give everyone a heart attack.
I kind of did give a couple of people a heart attack when I exclaimed that a Whismer knew Earthquake.
Oh, did that give everyone a heart attack?
It gave someone a heart attack. Someone commented on it. I think it was Silverfin.
Oh. Well, sucks when you just randomly get heart attacks. Yeah, I might get a doorbell ring just because my Nintendo Switch is out for delivery right now.
But mah-dry-bread, what about Canada Post?
It's Amazon Prime, so Amazon will be delivering it. If it was Canada Post, then it wouldn't be delivered, because they never deliver.
And to call back to what I had told him before we started recording, it's probably going to arrive in ashes because the Amazon's been on fire.
Yes. It's in the book.
It's in the book, I know that.
I'm just doing the whole thing right now where I talk to the bug gym leader on the pier.
The experience share is in a building, by the way.
Yeah, I don't remember which one, but I know it's one of these tall ones. You can also get the TM for a tract in one of these buildings.
Which is going to be a different TM for us.
Yeah, I think there's a few TMs you can get here, actually. I should probably hunt those down.
The experience share is in the building immediately to the left of the Pokemon Center.
Yeah, I may as well do that now. It's this one. So are you also in this city?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll bump into each other.
Whoa, on this Pokémon MMO.
A lot of people have told me to play Pokemon MMO, which is a thing that I've known has existed for a very, very long time, and yet have never played.
I don't think I've tried it either. There have been a couple of online... How do I describe them? They're online Pokemon games. Like, you can traverse a world, but it's just like, click a direction, and then everything reloads. Click a direction, everything reloads.
Yeah, that sounds
like
rough. That's actually really old school.
I can't remember what it was called. I want to say Pokemon Vortex was what it became called, but not sure what it normally is.
A lot of those Pokemon fan mods, the names all just blend together for me. You know, Pokemon Uranium.
That one I can pick out from the rest just because stuff like Titanize or
Titanite's the greatest. There's
or Kinks.
I think I was told to do a challenge in one. It had like a totally generic name and everything's they always do, and that was a misclick. And I looked it up and there's like a whole Pokemon list and a lot of them were really well drawn, but about half of them are either sex jokes or weed jokes.
I think I've seen something like that before.
Yeah, but like not all of them are like that, and they're actually genuinely well drawn and many of them look like they could be Pokemon. It was very strange. Also, I just got a Destiny Knot. If the holder becomes infatuated, the foe does too. That is very specific what that does.
Yeah, it's if you get attracted, the other one does too.
Yeah, I mean, that's good if they have attract, but A, it's a randomizer. I'm never going to see that coming.
Cute Charm is probably going to be more common than attract.
Yeah. Snow Run, I kind of like that one.
I'm using one right now, actually.
Oh. I forget, you said you have a Claydol, right?
No, I deposited Baltoy.
Oh, okay. So Baltoy becomes Claydol.
Yes, I know that.
Okay, because I was gonna say, I just realized, like, you were saying Claydol on a previous episode, and I was thinking of Baltoy, and I always get those two confused. I only realized that after part of my progress on a challenge, which might be out by the time this comes out. I don't know.
This is coming out tomorrow if I can get it edited.
Okay. Well, on Saturday then, I have my Pokemon Emerald with no Poke Centers challenge going up. I was just working on editing that today. I'm gonna have to do a lot for that. It's a pretty fucking big project, as you can probably assume. It's gonna be my longest one yet. It is looking like it's clocking in at like 42, 43 minutes, something like that. So it's a big edit. I still need to set up my edit markers for it. So here's a little editing tip for everybody that's very useful for this kind of thing. What I do is I base the whole timing of the video around my voice clip. So the first thing I do is, I record the voice clip. After I'm done doing the whole playthrough and doing the script, I record my voiceover, and then I go through and I edit the voiceover so that it's got all the flubbed lines and stuff taken out. And then there's my time code basically for the whole video. I then take an image, it can be an image of literally anything, and stretch that across the whole timeline. And then as I listen back to it, every part where I know that I'm going to be cutting the footage, I should use Earthquake there, fuck. Every time that I know I'm going to be cutting the footage to like a different part of gameplay, I put a cut in the image. And so by the end of it, I have this super sliced up image of my timeline. And then the reason I do that is because then when I'm actually inserting the footage, I already have the time that I want every piece of footage to last. So all I have to do then is grab the piece of footage that I want, put it there, and then I just right-click on the image that it would be copying over. I go speed and duration, copy the duration, paste the duration over the duration of the, that's start use splash, paste the duration over the duration of the new footage, and then it'll slot in perfectly and be exactly the length that I need it to be to go along with and match up with what I'm saying. That probably only makes sense to other people who edit, but it is incredibly convenient and genuinely speeds up the editing by over a day.
I agree. That said, I wasn't listening to a single word you said and was instead playing the game. But this one dude was talking about how rest is a really good move, and I can use it, and he gave me flail.
Oh.
Is that like whenever you're sleeping and you just like flail around? Like,
yeah.
One thing that I am apparently known for doing whenever I'm sleeping is I will move around on the bed a lot, so I can't sleep in the same bed as somebody, otherwise I'm just gonna, like, bop them on the head constantly.
Huh.
At least that's what it was like whenever I was a kid.
Yeah,
I haven't been told otherwise as an adult, though.
Knee strikes me in when we're, like,
she's
trying
just
to
giving
sleep.
you the tiger knee.
Oh, she's the fucking worst sometimes. She is such a bed hog. She's less awful about it now that we don't share blankets anymore, because she is so bad about just stealing the whole blankets, and now we just have our own blankets, which is fine, because she's always too cold and I'm always too hot anyway. So now we sleep in the same bed with different blankets. But seriously, like, so many nights I'll wake up in the middle of the night and notice, like, I'm on the edge of the bed, and there's either, like, a knee or a hip just dug into my back.
All I can think is...
She sleeps like a rock. It is impossible to wake her up.
All I can think is that Calvin and Hobbes strip, or a bunch of them, when Calvin and Hobbes are sleeping in the same bed, but Hobbes either keeps taking the blankets, so Calvin has to go to his parents' room, or they have to fight over the blankets, or what have you. But it always ends up with Calvin being the one kicked out of the bed with his stuffed animal Hobbes taking it over from him.
Well, Tanahashi's evolving. I realized, it took me a little while to realize I have to hit the A button. I was like, when's this gonna start evolving? Oh yeah, by the way, everybody, I finally mapped save to my controller, so should be less crashing problems if I just obsessively click it. You know, I hope. I was trying to learn false swipe.
And he's a cheater that way.
False swipe, I guess, can be good, considering you're kind of out to catch all the Pokemon you can.
I mean, I want it more than Flame Burst. I'm never gonna get any fucking damage off this.
Yeah, especially considering Boldore and Gigalith don't have much special attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Flame Burst and get False Swipe. I like False Swipe.
By the way, to answer the question of that one guy who keeps asking us to do a team of evolutions because it would be interesting.
Yeah?
That's it.
Oh, you're just not gonna answer it?
Just not answering it as I normally do in the comment section anyway.
Oh. Do I want to give experience share to Dino? Maybe. I mean...
It would help get it closer to level 50 when it can evolve once.
Yeah.
Dratini will evolve at 30, though, so if you want to go for that.
Oh, yeah. Tempting. I really do have a late game team, don't I?
Yeah.
If I can get a team entirely of pseudo-legendaries, I kind of want to do it just because it's funny.
By the way, I think Patrat is still on your sidebar. Do you want me to remove that?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, I'm gonna give Dratini the item. Just for a little while, we'll see what happens. There we go. Dratini's gonna level. Alright, how strong is Tanahashi now? Let me check. Now that he's got his evolution in. I wonder when his second evolution will be.
37, I think, was whenever Machoke evolved in Heart Gold Soul Silver, so probably around the same area.
I don't remember when Abra did. Or
it might have been the
Abra,
same general time frame as well.
Wow, that's some pretty solid attack on Tanahashi. I can dig it. Alright, drop a save. And I'll fight a couple more people here. I should probably go get more TMs while I'm in town as well.
Where was the Attract TM? Do you remember?
It was one of the buildings in the northern part of town. I think it was an east side building on the northern part of town, like above the big circular part of town.
I remember, I remember, I was just there last episode or something. There is an Eviolite in one of those, and that's really good for unevolved Pokemon. So for someone like Dino, who doesn't evolve for a long time, it could get a lot of use out of something that boosts their defenses if they're not evolved.
Yeah, in fact, that's a thing that a lot of people told me to go get in the challenges, like the Bidoof one. I should have gotten that item, which is really, really powerful.
I don't think it would have helped you much.
That was intentional that I didn't get that. I thought it would be so incredibly powerful to basically be cheating. Like, it would take all the challenge out. It's like using Light Ball in a Pikachu challenge. Like,
that, and also, when it came to the Toxic Cophagrigus, it wouldn't have helped you at all because Toxic ticks down your health regardless of your defense.
Exactly, so... that was really the brick wall of that challenge. That and the Ghost Gym, but I just got incredibly... not Ghost Gym, Ghost Elite Four member I got incredibly lucky on. Because genuinely, I looked at her moveset, and I was thinking, this is going to be something that takes me 100 attempts, because you can get just burned immediately on multiple of her Pokemon. And then I did it in just first try.
Hardcore luck there.
It was hardcore luck, unbelievably. Also, I'm noticing a lot of buildings, the interior, exterior is all glitched out looking, or black or something. And it's very, I don't know why, because when I played Pokemon Black for that Bidoof challenge, it was the same emulator, same settings, and I didn't have those graphics errors in this area.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Something about the ROM? I don't know. Maybe it's an old patch of the ROM. I just had a moment where I looked at my PowerPoints and I'm like, what? Why are my PowerPoints back? I just had a battle, and I remembered I went to the Poke Center. Because for the last week, I've been doing a challenge where I can't use the Poke Center. I'm just so used to always being frugal with my PowerPoints.
So in other news, did you know, people at home, that I do Sudoku videos other than just this?
Yes. What else do they have to dislike?
Unoriginal title of the series, which is just me and my friends quipping about various games. We do mostly Smash Brothers, and we haven't recorded in a while, but we want to. So that might be making a revival.
Awesome. I know that we're doing What's His Dick soon.
What's His Dick? Dokapon?
Dokapon. When I brought up Dokapon Kingdom on my Minecraft stream the other night, with Bob Wolf of the Wolf Den, AJ of Fanatics 4, and Dan Cybert of That Cybert channel, I'm so famous, I brought up I was playing Dokapon on Saturday, or at least in the near future, during that stream, and a bunch of people in the chat recognized the game, and they all unanimously said, you are in for an absurdly long playthrough.
Yeah, story mode will take about 24 hours total.
Wow. See, I had no idea it was so long, but I'm kind of fine with that.
And that's also barring, what is it? Messing with other players. I feel like there is an algorithm in the game that increases your chances for good rolls if you mess with other players. Because at the start of your turn, your roll is already decided by the in-game algorithm. And if you like roll once, but you are salty and want to restart the game and you didn't get the roll you wanted, you can restart the game and roll again, but it'll be the exact same roll.
That's kind of good. I'm happy they did that. So you can't just like it's to prevent basically save scumming.
Mm-hmm. And I believe the only way to alter this is if you do something else before you roll. So like you can mess with other players, for example, and you'll get a different roll.
Interesting. I mean, you wouldn't be able to abuse that though without like save states or something, I guess, because you know, you don't know what your roll is going to be until you roll, unless you're cheating. So
yeah.
So obviously, we're not going to do that.
No. It's gonna be with Secret Fury. She's a nice girl.
Yep. What was I gonna say? Right, Dokapon Kingdom doesn't have anything to do with Dragon Quest, does it? Okay, I think I was thinking Fortune Street when I vaguely remember there being a game like that-ish, like some kind of thing that I associate with it that had Dragon Quest in it, but that's Fortune Street, I think.
Yeah, that is Fortune Street.
Yeah. Which I'm fairly sure is a very different game, but has a somewhat similar vibe, at least from the outside looking in. It's
Monopoly with stocks, whereas Dokapon is a fantasy board game.
Yeah, they both look like fun to me. Have you ever played Fortune Street?
I've played Fortune Street once, and I enjoyed it, and I've seen gameplay of it, and I enjoyed what I've seen. I just haven't had much time to play a lot of it.
Oh, maybe we gotta play that together or something sometime.
Sure.
How many players is that for? Maybe we can get like me, you, and Brandon or something.
It's 4 players. Both games.
Sweet. So anyone gives me anything here? No, that was just the Game Freak. I'm checking random high-rise
Well, I mean,
buildings.
that's kind of accurate.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess. At least the music in this city is good.
I think I got tired of it after a while on my first playthroughs.
Just because you're here for so long?
It's either that, or there are a number of other locations in this game that I just got sick of listening to the music for, probably because if it's out in the wild, the encounter rate is so stupidly high that you just hear the same loop, at the same 3-second loop right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Over and over. But one thing that I dislike, one song that I dislike that apparently a lot of people seem to like is Driftvale City. It's the 5th Gym's town. And for some reason...
Electric?
Ground.
Ground.
For some reason, I don't find myself liking that one, and I don't know why.
Huh. I don't even remember that song. Maybe when I'll go there, I'll have an opinion. I just got the TM for Power Whip, which is pretty strong, but none of my team can learn it.
Bummer.
I might get some usage out of that in the future when they're still evolving and stuff. Who knows? I wonder if actually, probably. I bet you whenever a Pokemon evolves, it completely refreshes what TMs it can learn.
I don't know about completely refreshes, but maybe adds a couple of things. If nothing else.
Huh. I mean, we should experiment with that at some point, because there might be times where you can only learn a TM move before you've evolved. And so time may be of the essence on that. Alright, I'm trying to find every apartment building, just, you know, to be really careful about getting my TMs. Alright, this one? No, that's just the museum. I don't even know what that's for. I should just go to the one that I know has Attract, because it'll be something. It'd be cool if it's still Attract, because that's a great TM.
Yeah.
That's a really powerful one, in fact. It's the whole reason I was able to beat Red with one Sunkern. I wasn't even level 100.
Wow, Present just one-shot my Ekans.
I've had quite a few people tell me that they want me to do Pokemon Crystal with one Delibird with no TM, so literally all he knows is present. My problem with that idea, like, I understand the gimmick and why it would sound at first thought, it's like, oh, that might be cool. Your Pokemon's cute, TM Seed Flare.
Oh, nice.
Oh, did you know the Seed Flare attracts Pokemon of the opposite gender?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just how I remember
It's spreading your seed.
Oh, wow. Seed Flare is
Really strong,
very, very similar to Power Whip, but special and with less power points.
Who can learn it?
I will check.
And also, which building was that in?
That, for me, was the Attract TM one, and Duskull can learn it.
And where was it?
You know the north part of the city where, like, you're about to go leave for the desert? It's the building on the right in that area.
There were 2 buildings on the right. Was it the first one?
Oh, I think.
Was there a dude in front of the elevator?
Yeah, he, like, frisks you.
Yeah. Okay, I think I explored that area already, so maybe I've already gotten it. What was the TM number?
45?
I have 46.
I'm gonna double check. 45, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do not have 46. I just got it from some lady I talked to up the elevator.
All right.
All right. What was I saying again?
Something about Attract, something about TM, something about challenge videos, something about the book.
I don't know. So I'm just gonna default to saying it's in the book.
Something about Mary.
Oh, that took me a second. I'm still just checking random apartment buildings. Man, a lot of these buildings have some badass looking computers in them.
Oh, there we go. TM45 Clear Smog.
What's Clear Smog do?
It's kind of weak. It will eliminate all stat changes.
So it's like, doesn't Haze do that?
Yeah, it's basically a offensive haze.
Okay.
And my Ekans can learn it. I was not aware that that Clear Smog was completely accurate. Like, it was 100% accurate regardless.
Huh. And I believe an offensive haze is weed smoke.
Cigaweed smoke.
Cigaweed smoke, yes. The
Everyone go watch our
drug.
Go watch our Deus Ex Human Revolution playthrough on mah-dry's channel.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say Digimon.
I mean, I'll play a Digimon game.
I've heard good things about Digimon games, but I don't think I've ever played any of the RPG ones, and I bet you'd like them.
I've heard the PS1, PS2 ones, the Digimon World games there, except for 4. That's an outlier. Those are good, from what I've heard.
Yeah, my
and the
friend
DS
had
ones.
a Digimon one on PlayStation 1 back in the day, but I think it was like his disc was defective or something because he wasn't ever able to save. And so we never got very far. It's really bullshit.
The DS ones were really solid. I enjoyed those.
I played a little bit of some of the Game Boy Advance ones. They were like, like action fighty things. It was a little bit like Smash, actually.
Yeah.
Really good. It was really good. And it had like a mini game that's basically like table hockey, and that was also really fun.